Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to solve a nice question which says that if your fx is equal to x over root 1 plus x to the power of 2, what would be the inverse of the function at sine x? So the very first thing is to rewrite the question. So the first thing that we should do is to find out the inverse of the function. What is it? To be able to find the inverse of a function, we should, like in here, we have y equals x over root 1 plus x to the power of 2. We have to find x equal to a function of y. So in here we have y in a function of x. For finding an inverse of the function, we should have x equals to the function of y. So what should we do is that we should multiply first. We should multiply both sides of the equation to root 1 plus x to the power of 2, like this. These two parts cancel out, so we have y times root 1 plus x to the power of 2 equals x. Then I will apply a power of 2 to both sides of the equation. So I'm going to have y2 times 1 plus x to the power of 2 from here equals x to the power of 2. So it will be y to the power of 2 plus x to the power of 2 times y to the power of 2 equal x to the power of 2. So again, we have to find a function of y. So x equals a function of y. So it should be x equal. So x's should go to a side of the equation. I'm going to tell you how. So we will keep x's in one single side of the equation. So it will be y2 equals x to the power of 2 minus x to the power of 2 times y to the power of 2. Again, we have y to the power of 2. We have x to the power of 2 times 1 minus y to the power of 2, right? So if I move it to the left hand side, it will be y to the power of 2 over 1 minus y to the power of 2 equals x to the power of 2. Then our x would be equal, if I apply a root to the both hand side of the equation, it will be y over root 1 minus y to the power of 2. So here it was y equals a function of x. Right now we found x as a function of y. This will be the inverse of the function. So the inverse of our function would be as this. After finding x as a function of y, you should write inverse of f at x equals, you should replace x in here, x over root 1 minus x to the power of 2. Then the question is asking us about inverse of f at sine x. We have inverse of f at x, we should just replace sine x instead of the x. So let's see what we are going to have. Sine x over root 1 minus sine to the power of 2x. 1 minus sine to the power of 2x is cosine 2x, right? We have sine to the power of 2x plus cosine to the power of 2x equals to 1. It means that 1 minus sine to the power of 2x equals cosine to the power of 2x. So we have f to the power of -1 at sine x equals sine x over root cosine to the power of 2x. So you have to, like, the very first thing that might come to your mind is canceling out the root and the power. But we should keep in mind that whenever you want to cancel out the power and the root, what comes out is the absolute value, right? Because the answer of the root cannot be negative, so you have to use absolute value. So the root of cosine to the power of 2x, the 2 and the root cancels out, but the answer should have absolute value here. So this is going to be the answer. Most of you might say tangent of x is the answer by not taking a look at the absolute value, which is very important. If you do not consider it, the answer would be tangent of x. But these two do not cancel out each other without the absolute values. So you should make sure that you have the absolute value here as well. So this is the answer of the question. Thanks for watching.